I'm in Salad and I saw Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. It is created by Brian Lee O'Malley. This is episode 1, Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Life, directed by Abel Gongora. And if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode starts, and before I even get into the episode starting, if you've seen the movie at all, you might be like, I might have seen this before. I think this episode does a great job of going beat to beat to beat to beat, just kind of establishing the very beginning of what happens in Scott Pilgrim, just the series. We have Scott Pilgrim, he's a bassist in the band, and he's dating Knives, who's a 17-year-old, and then he meets Ramona Flowers in his dreams. And first of all, there's some differences in this. This is animated, and I really like the animation style. I'm a big fan of it. And I also like the colorfulness and the motionness, okay? So when Scott Pilgrim sees Ramona Flowers in his dreams, we have Scott Pilgrim is not Scott Pilgrim, Ramona Flowers is skating, just just having a little skate, right? And I'm like, wow, this is cool. Wow, and it was weird. The perspective of it going was weird. I was like, what was happening? I can't believe it. I don't know if I'm on solid ground because of the weird perspectives. And it was cool and artistic and intentional. I was like, wow, this is cool, right? And we have Scott Pilgrim and freaking Ramona Flowers. They're cute. I want them to get together, okay? I like the slight changes. We have Ramona Flowers, works for the mail delivery service known as Netflix. Do you remember the time which Netflix delivered DVDs? Because I do. I do, actually. I remember that time. And so he orders a DVD on Netflix, waits freaking forever, then sees Ramona Flowers, then asks her out on a date, and then they go together out on a date, and it's real cute, and then they oh no, it's blizzarding time, let's have a little chill time, let's go into the bed, let's go into your place, Ramona Flowers, and she's got a cute cat, and then they have a little chill time, they have a little kiss, they have a little cute moment, and then it's they're in the bed, and I'm like, whoa, my goodness, it's cute. It's like the book. It's like the movie, it's like it. So it's like the source material. Okay. So far it's pretty similar to the source material. This is an alternate timeline I've read. This is alternate timeline. So I'm like, okay, where does this divulge? Where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it diverge? So here's where it diverges. So of course we have the evil League of X's is the same. We have Matthew Patel is sent, and we have Scott Pilgrim, and we have Ramona Flowers, and they're at a cool little party time place, and it's nice and cool, and they're having a little party time, and then friggin' Matthew comes in, he's like, I'm coming, I'm here to fight you, and friggin' Scott Pilgrim, I love it. He does the exact same, he does the ignoring the letter thing, and he's like, I don't know who you are, and then they fight, right? But what's interesting is that the fight is not long compared to Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's when we have the knockout shot, it's actually Matthew hits Scott Pilgrim square in the face, and then a bunch of coins appear, and then it's whoa, what's happening? Oh, Scott Pilgrim's gone. That's what happens. Okay, I'm intrigued, and I'm like, you know what? No, he's dead. I'm sad. Whatever shall we do? As soon as a bunch of coins appeared, I was like, oh no, Scott Pilgrim's dead. And everybody else is Scott Pilgrim's dead. And so, of course, the logical conclusion, right at this moment, Scott Pilgrim's dead, oh no! And then freaking Matthew Patel's ha ha ha, I did my good job. Ha 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 ha. And I'm like, man, this is so sad. Why did you have to come in and ruin everything, you freaking guy? You want Ramona Flowers to yourself? She's not gonna get back with you, idiot. That's the end. Oh my goodness, that's the end of the episode. It pretty much leaves it on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, oh my goodness, Scott Pilgrim's dead. Wow, I can't believe it. And that's what I'm feeling at the end of this first episode. So I liked it. It was very quaint. I liked the pacing. It felt comfy. I was like, okay, I really like the animation style. I find it's very creative. And it feels like an anime Scott Pilgrim. Cause like, I mean, it looks like the comic book, right? But like, it looks like if the comic book was a little bit more like of an anime art style, you know, kind of more of a, you know what I mean. So it was cute. I really liked it. Ramona's eyes are my favorite. I love her eyes. Her eyes are so big. I can't stop staring at her eyes. I love it. So, I think I gotta give this episode, it's a good introductory episode, and I'm excited to see where this series goes, because it's like, oh wow, it's different. Let's see. I think I gotta give this like a solid, it's like a solid like 7.4 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. All these algorithms really like that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 deals at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree. By the way, you can help support the daily grinding of all them daily movie reviews. So you go here. And until next time, mint salad. So I'll see you later. Bye. Sour croutons and bacon bits.